Alright, we're about to get the stream started. We just got all the cars lined up, so they're getting ready to run. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to round 3 of the Lunar Drift series, Endless Summer series. Looks like everyone's eager to start driving, so we're going to get this going.
Drivers ready?
Alright, we're about to get the stream started. We just got all the cars lined up, so they're getting ready to run. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to round 3 of the Lunar Drift series, Endless Summer series.
Thank you for turning that down.
Alright.
Alright, drivers ready. Wiggle your wheels when you're ready.
These are our first 2 drivers here, Eric Kentz and Jeremiah Reyes. There you go, into the first outer zone. Looks like he filled that outer zone pretty well, going across front clip and into the second outer zone. Doesn't quite get all the way into there.
There you go, into the first outer zone. Looks like he filled that outer zone pretty well, going across front clip and into the second outer zone. Doesn't quite get all the way into there.
There you go, the replay started a little bit late there, so we didn't catch the very beginning of it. So we're switching drivers now. We're back on the line. There's the starting line. Off they go. Alright, first outer zone, pretty good. Filled that zone completely. Nice job across the front clip. Looks like he does a pretty good job on outer zone 2. Transitioning to outer zone 3. A little shallow there. Nice cross front clip there, and good job finishing up the run there.
First outer zone, pretty good. Filled that zone completely. Nice job across the front clip. Looks like he does a pretty good job on outer zone 2. Transitioning to outer zone 3. A little shallow there. Nice across the front clip there, and good. Alright, first outer zone.
And it looks like they chose Jeremiah Reyes as the winner. Jeremiah is going to move on. Jeremiah Reyes, you want to tell them?
Alright, Jeremiah. Good run.
Looks like we got Nate Childers versus Chris Rogers here. Nate Childers should be the lead driver. Get him off the line here. Here's the starting light, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it extinguishes, then they go. And they go in the first outer zone. Misses all of outer zone 1. Nice across front clip there. Really deep in outer zone 2. Ooh, and he got a spin. It looks like that was independent, and looks like he will be getting an incomplete for that run. Alright, we'll get the drivers back on the line, and we'll get the second part of this battle started. All the lead driver has to do is complete this run, and he will move on. This seems like a fairly straightforward one for the judges. Pull up the winner card here and see what the judges decided. Alright, it looks like it's unanimous. Chris Rogers is going to get the win on that one.
Chris Rogers moves on.
Alright, looks like we've got Shane Williams and Gary Reyes here on this third battle, top 32. The first battle was actually a bye run, so we didn't actually run that. We have a pretty full field today. We have 31 drivers. Looks like the driver's doing a good job. It's good mimic there. He's pretty good proximity. Ooh, that was a pretty hard hit there. It looks like he caught the line really hard. They have a rule that if you're 2 tires off, then it's basically an incomplete. It looked like he chopped the line pretty hard there, so the judges might actually have zeroed that out. We'll have to find out. It's going to be the second run of the battle.
Can you please set from yours?
Alright, looks like we got 1 judge for Shane Williams so far. 2 judges, so that means that Shane Williams is going to get the win and move on to top 16. Looks like that decision was unanimous. All the judges agreed. So it looks like we have Kendall Stewart versus Walter Scruggs. Kendall doing a good job getting into the outer zone. Looks like he missed outer zone 2 there a bit. It's pretty bad hesitation there. He's having a little bit of trouble navigating this course. Walter's doing a good job behind him, mimicking his line and his angle while keeping good proximity. They're going to switch roles here, and Walter will be leading and Kendall will be chasing. And then looks like Kendall jumped the line there a little bit, which he's actually allowed to do. The chase drivers are allowed to jump the light. The lead driver is not allowed to leave the line until that 5th light, or until all the lights turn off. That's why we have a starting light. It just makes it a lot more predictable for when the cars are going to go. Oh man, this is going to be a tough one for the judges to decide because it looks like there were a lot of mistakes on both parties. It's going to be a lot for the judges to decipher in this run here. Looks like the judges are deliberating quite a bit on this one. We'll see what we got. They decided one more time on that one. There are too many mistakes on either end, and judges probably felt that neither of them had really clean runs. So we're going to send this one more time, and hopefully we'll get a clear winner on this one. Kendall did a nice job getting outer zone 1. Got across that front clip decent. Filled out most outer zone 2. A lot of corrections there in this tighter section. Seems like drivers are having a little difficulty getting through that slower technical section. The first half of the track's very nice and open and flowy. In that technical section, you have to take the right line so you can stay on throttle and maintain good angle throughout there. Looks like Kendall jumped the line again, probably in anticipation that the other car is a lot faster than his. Definitely is going to be an easy decision by the judges, but I do believe that there will be a clear winner, just based on my observation of what's going on here. And it looks like all the judges decided Walter Scruggs would get that win. He had a little bit better follow. Did a pretty decent job on that one. Alright, let's see who the next battle is going to be. Looks like we got Kevin Ferraro versus Eric Schlembach on this next battle. So here we go. Drivers are off the line. Kevin missed pretty much all of outer zone 1. Gets in that front clip there. Leaves outer zone 2 a little early. Did a pretty good job filling outer zone 3 across that front clip. And let's see how he does in this final outer zone. Fills it pretty nicely and across the line. You can hear everybody applauding the run. It was a pretty decent run there. It's a pretty interesting vehicle. That was definitely an interesting battle. Both drivers did pretty decent. They're nice fluid movements. Didn't see a lot of corrections. Looks like Eric Schlumbach got the win on that one. That was the Ford Transit. So he's going to move on to the top 16. Alright, next up we have Corey Pratt versus Clay Caulfield. Corey Pratt driving the 8086. Oh, that's a really tight run there. It's pretty much pushing him through the layout. The 80. Oh, that was a decel zone, but it seemed like maybe he decelerated too much and parked it. Not sure what happened there, but he didn't finish the layout, and might have just zeroed out his run there. Competition will do that to you sometimes. You get a little nervous. Everybody's watching, and just kind of get lost. So here we go, second part of the battle. Alright, they're gonna restart this battle because he jumped the light. The lead driver is not allowed to do that. So the lead driver is in the outside lane. On your screen it's the left side, but in the driver's view it would be the right lane. So here we're gonna go. Hopefully get a clean start to this battle. And they're off the line. Good clean start. It's sore. Doing a pretty good job. Oh, had his spin there. I think the judges are probably going to say one more time on this because both drivers zeroed out. But yeah, that was definitely interesting. So it looks like Corey Pratt is going to move on. He's the 8086 driver. Definitely was a hard decision by the judges. I think maybe a lot of it had to do with his chase run. It's really difficult to make that decision, but he will be moving on to top 16. Let's see. So next up we have Ivan Montero versus Sarin Lyric. Drivers didn't quite get out to outer zone 1. Got across front clip okay. Shallow on outer zone 2, makes his way out to outer zone 2 okay. Outer zone 3 is okay, and then he spins independent. So basically we're looking at a 0-0 on this run. So it might come down to this next run, and because they both got zeros independent, so the judges are going to have to really pay attention to this next run and possibly make a decision. Hopefully it's not another 0-0. There they go, nice clean start. Oh, opposite drift there. So So in this instance, the lead driver actually threw off the chase driver. So I'd assume that the judges are going to give the win to Ivan Montero on that one. We'll just have to see. They're going to discuss it, and then they'll make a decision here in a minute. Looks like we already got 2 judges for Ivan Montero's. 3 judges, it's unanimous. Ivan Montero's going to move on to the top 16. Next up, we have Jerry Bowling versus Ashton Laurie. They're off the line. He did a nice job getting outer zone 1. Real tight on the front clip. Not quite all the way outer zone 2. Chase driver's having a hard time keeping up. This could be a inactive chase situation where the drivers are too far apart, so it's really difficult for the judges to make any kind of decision because you don't have the proximity, so you can't really judge what line they're on and maintain that same angle. So this is the second part of the battle. It's definitely a difficult one to judge because both drivers are all over the layout. It's a lot of corrections and changes in angle and momentum throughout that whole layout. It's definitely not going to be an easy one for the judges. And it looks like the judges are going to go with Jerry Bowling for the win on that one. That's unanimous. Jerry Bowling is going to get the win. He's moving on to top 16. Next battle we have Brock Leach versus Jason Larrick. So when the judges drive, they have a stand-in judge and might need judges on the way. So we're waiting for the stand-in judge to take his position for him so he can compete. So all 3 judges actually will be competing today. So this stand-in judge will be taking their spot to decide who wins. That was really difficult because the chase driver actually went really far out on that run there. It's very difficult to chase. Other than that, like, they're filling the outer zones pretty decent. Brock had pretty good proximity. He followed his line exactly, except for where the chase driver went beyond the front clip. Alright, here we go with the second part of the battle. Drivers are off the line. You can hear this car screaming. Brock does a good job getting through outer zone 1. Nice and tight on that front clip. He has a really good line through there. Nice and deep on outer zone 2. Does a good job at filling outer zone 3. Good job across that front clip. And then looked like his line was a little weird going into that last outer zone, but he still did a good job filling it. It's going to be a tough call for the judges because both drivers did pretty decent navigating the layout. Alright, the judges are discussing the 2 runs and, you know, making a decision based on that. They fill each other in on things that they saw happen during the run. It can't be something like, hey, I think this guy did a better job. It's more like, I saw him decelerating here, filled this zone really well. He had the same angle throughout this part of the run as the other driver. Looks like we got 2 judges so far that went with Brock, so Brock is going to be moving on. It's unanimous. Brock is moving on to top 16. And then we have another judge here, Jay Lunar versus Alex Michael. So some of the information on our spreadsheet didn't get updated, so that's not going to be a 240SX driven by Alex Michael. That's actually an RX-7 FC. And then in the other lane we have a Toyota GT86 driven by Jay Lunar. So starting lights illuminated, extinguished, and here we go into this battle. Jay Lunar does a good job at filling outer zone. Nice across that front clip. Gets into the outer zone 2 a little late, but he does a good job filling it. A lot of angle there in outer zone 3, a little off front clip 2. And then fills all the last outer zone. That was a very good run. The chase run was very, very good too. He had good proximity throughout, and he mimicked the line and angle of Jay very well. So drivers are going to switch roles here, and then they're off the light, or off the line. Jay's having to surge on him a little bit. Looks like he hit the front end there, which threw him off quite a bit. So he's having to chop the line a bit, trying to keep up. That's not ideal in a chase situation. Not really sure what happened there to the lead driver. It looks like he, I don't know if Jay tapped him or if he just lost momentum, but he basically parked it there in that decel zone. We're going to pull the winner card up here on the screen, and we'll let the judges tell you guys who they think is the winner. I find out when you guys find out. I don't know any of this ahead of time. They're actually on the other side of the track, so I don't know until they give us their input. That tap on the front end from Jay really threw him off on that whole run. So I think that is what did him in, and they're going to give the win to Alex Michael. We got 2 judges there. I think it's going to be unanimous. I think we're having some. So Alex Michael is going to get the win and move on to top 16. Next battle is going to be Christopher Gross, which is another judge, versus Phil Ginott. So we'll get these drivers on the line. There's their information. Chris Gross is driving S14, and Phil is driving a C10 Chevy. Chris's car is really fast. He took off the line there pretty fast. Phil's having a hard time keeping up. Things really seems accurate too. He's throwing a lot of angle into the outer zone. Nice cross that front clip. And then Phil's all of outer zone 3. Looks like Phil may have spun, or not really sure what happened there, but he lost a lot of speed and could not keep up with Chris. So they're going to switch roles here. With that being said, with that C10 being slower, Chris is going to have to be a little conservative because with a faster car, it's actually pretty difficult to keep up with a slow vehicle like that. It's difficult to chase them. You're going to see him surging and letting off a lot. It's just the nature of following a slower vehicle. He's getting a lot of really close proximity there, mimicking his angle and transitioning with him. Looks like Phil kind of parked it there. I think the judges are going to, even though that's a decel zone, he slowed down a little too much and it caused Chris to contact him. Alright, we'll see what the judges decide here. They're deliberating a little bit. I think, in my opinion, Chris did a better job on both runs combined. So they're going to make that decision right now. Looks like these their phones aren't updating, so the judges did verify that Chris Gross is moving on. Alright, we got Matt Jr. versus Jake Fab. I don't know if it's P-Fab or Fab, but so we're gonna get this started here. Junior's in the lead car. Jake chasing. So one thing you don't want to do is to be in front of the lead car because you're inhibiting their run. So you're basically like cutting them off. It's a little difficult around that first front clip. Been seeing a lot of drivers doing that. Pretty good proximity throughout. It's definitely difficult to chase a slower vehicle. So I think Jake's vehicle is quite a bit faster. So he's having to slow down quite a bit through his run. So drivers are switching roles. You're gonna see the starting light illuminate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it's off, that's when the lead driver is allowed to leave the line. So it looks like Jake's car's just turned off on him. That is a equipment failure, and that is going to count against him. Basically going to get a 0 for that run. That's a part of the drifting is, things breaking, equipment failing. With RC drifting, batteries dying on people. Their ESCs will go down to a lower power level if the battery's low voltage. So it looks like, in my opinion, the judges are probably going to give the win to Matt Jr. So yeah, they did announce that Matt Jr. is going to move on. So we got Matt Senior, Matt Bailey, and then we have Jeff Center. So Jeff is driving the Camaro, and then Matt Bailey is driving that 1980 Skyline. There they are off the line. Doesn't quite get out to the zone completely. It's really important that the drivers get out to these outer zones because it's really difficult to chase somebody if they're not deep into those zones because they're taking a faster line through the layout. That's why the zones are there. It's to force the drivers out to the outer part of the course so that the chase driver has a fair chance to actually put in a good chase run. Looks like he was shallow on quite a few of those zones. Switching positions here. So Matt is going to be leading. And Jeff is chasing now. Matt carried quite a bit of angle into that first outer zone. Completely misses the first clip there. There's going to be a lot of mistakes, but there's a lot of mistakes by both parties. That was a hard hit on the wall. So a couple things here. The judges did say that if the hit was hard enough that it's throwing your line off or your angle, then it'll count greatly against you. Also, if you're driving off course, that white striped area in the center, that's off course. So Jeff actually he cut the line really hard and went completely off course there. So that might have been a 0-0 on that second run. So the judges are going to have to look closer at run one and kind of make a decision based on that. The judges are taking their time making a decision, making sure that they got all bases covered because they do want these events to be fair, fairly judged. They're not biased towards anybody. So they're looking at this as a technical thing and, looking at all of the mistakes. They're actually looking for review. They're going to look for some footage review right now. We got one driver, Ivan, here. He's trackside recording all the runs, so they're going to go and review that footage and make a decision here in a minute. The judges didn't. Here we go. The judges decided one more time on that battle. There were too many errors on both sides, so there was not a clear winner. So we're going to see that one more time here. The drivers are lining back up. There's their info on the screen again. Jeff Fenner in that Camaro, Matt Bailey in that Skyline. Looks like Matt Bailey spun there on the initiation. As long as Jeff completes this run, then he'll have a pretty good advantage on Matt Bailey leading into the second part of the battle. So he just needs to get a nice clean run here. There he goes across the line. Nice run. Nice flick into that first outer zone by Matt Bailey, with Jeff leading, or I'm sorry, chasing. I'm not really sure what happened there, but Jeff straightened out quite a bit. Not sure if the judges are going to give him a 0 on that. Matt Bailey spinning again. So with that being possibly 2 zeros independent of each other, it looks like the judges are going to have to judge based on the first run. So Jeff should get the win on this one. But yeah, Jeff Center is going to move on. He's going to move on to top 16 and see battle against Matt Jr. Okay, so we have Tony Hall versus Cameron Cheese. Tony Hall is driving an S13. Cameron Cheese also driving an S13, but you can see that you'll see that they have different front ends. Cameron's is a Sylvia front end, where Tony has a 180SX front end on his, so it's a flip-up headlights. Tony did a good job on Outer Zone 1 front clip. He's a little shallow on Outer Zone 2 and Outer Zone 3. Fills that front clip pretty well. A little deep there on the last Outer Zone. Cuts the line a little bit. Drivers going to make their way back to the line, switch sides. So Tony will be chasing and Cameron will be leading. S13 versus S13. Get this battle underway. See the starting light there. And they're off the line. That mistake by Tony at the end. He's got to really show up on this chase run. Cameron's thrown down a pretty decent lead run there. Yeah, a lot of drivers are having a hard time with that second front clip, but that's a good run. Tony had really good proximity throughout. Mimic angled pretty well. In my opinion, that's a very close battle. They both did very well in both chase and lead. See the next driver's up on the line already. Let's see what the judges decide. Looks like they're reviewing some footage, so it might be just a minute. Might be something they missed, or maybe they're just getting a better look at the runs. since we have a minute for them to decide, I'll just kind of go over what the judges are looking for. So on the layout, you can see that there are marked zones, and then so the drivers there are on a starting line. So the lead driver's on the right, and lead driver is not allowed to leave the line until that light extinguishes. Chase driver is allowed to start back further, and they're allowed to leave early because these cars are not all at the same power level. Some are faster than others. And then you can see under where it says top 32, there's 2 lines there, and the drivers have to be initiated by that second line. And then where the judges are standing currently, that's outer zone 1. The judges want to see the cars deep into that outer zone. So Cameron Cheese is going to get the win on that one. So the judges felt that he had better combined lead and chase run. So he is moving on. And then next up we have Max Hatlow versus Michael Bowling. Max does a good job getting into that outer zone across the front clip. He's got a really nice line here. He fills outer zone 2 very well. And all of outer zone 3. Nice across that front clip. Had a really good line through there. And then across the line. That's a very solid lead run. Chase run was pretty decent. So they're switching roles here. Doesn't quite fill outer zone 1 all the way. Nice cross front clip 1. Max is, in my opinion, doing a little bit better in the chase. He's keeping better proximity. His mimic is really, really well. A little shallow on that last zone, but he was right there with him the whole time. That was a good run. So I'm going to go back to describing the layout. So you have 4 outer zones and 2 front clips. It's a pretty technical layout, but the judges want to see the drivers filling those outer zones completely so that the chase driver knows where the driver is supposed to be. So the lead driver is judged based on all those outer zones in the front clips. And then the chase driver is judged on their proximity and ability to adapt to the lead driver. So if the lead driver is shallow or doesn't quite fill those zones, then they actually want the chase driver to follow the same line as the lead driver. They don't want to see the chase driver running the line that is supposed to be run through the layout. They want to see them adapting and, keeping a nice tight tandem battle. So the closer that they are, the better it is, while maintaining the same or better angle. Looks like Maxwell got the win on that one. Maxwell gets the win. It's unanimous. So we are going into top 16 now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the bracket here. We're going to need a minute to get all the drivers lined up, so we're just going to leave this screen up here for a few minutes while everyone gets lined up, and we'll move on to the top 16 here in about 5 minutes. Alright, we're about to start the top 16 here. Here they are off the line. Did a good job filling outer zone 2. Through outer zone 3. And did a really good job mimicking his run there. So
Here they are.
replays up on the screen here. You can see the run.
Did a good job filling
Drivers are
outer zone
getting
2.
lined back up, and as soon as
through
this
outer zone
replay is
3.
over, then we will go ahead and send them.
And
No, their information wasn't up on the screen, but here we go. So we got Andrew Miller versus Jeremiah Reyes. Oops. The second part of the battle here. We've got the instant replay working, so the judges can take a second look at these battles. Looks like we missed a little bit of beginning of the run there. It is time, so if they're navigating a little bit.
we got the instant
slower through
replay
this
working,
run, then,
so the judges
it'll
can
cut
take a
off
second look
little
at
bit
these
there.
battles. Second part.
Okay. Let's see what the judges decided on that. See them over by the end of the track there. They're deliberating and gonna make a decision here shortly. Looks like the judges need to see some footage again. You can see we have the drivers all getting lined up over there behind the starting line. This is top 16, so the battles are going to be a little bit more difficult to decide for the judges as they move on through the bracket. The idea is that the best drivers will end up head-to-head at the end, or in the top 4 possibly. So it definitely gets harder to judge as we move through the bracket. So the judges are reviewing a little bit of footage here trackside, and then they're going to make a decision. looks like some of these drivers are getting a little anxious here, waiting on the judges to make a decision. It's definitely a tough call, so they're taking their time and making sure that they make the right call. So the judges decided one more time on that battle. So we're going to see that battle again. So it's going to be one more time. So here we go. Andrew Miller versus Jeremiah Reyes. See the cars on the line. And then off they go. So they getting outers on one pretty decent. Across the front clip there. Judges have a lot to look at here.
Outers on one pretty decent.
Missed part of that replay on there. But the replay is actually sped up quite a bit just so that it gets finished and over with. So after this replay is done, we're going to go ahead
Outers on one pretty
and send the
decent.
second part of this battle. Oh, that was a hard hit on that wall there. So it's a good job filling outer zone 2. Nice transition to outer zone 3. Nice line across the front clip into the last outer zone.
Oh, that was a hard hit on
You
that
can
wall
see
there.
here the replay.
So it's a good job filling outer zone 2. Nice transition to outer zone 3. Nice line across the front clip into the last outer zone.
So the judges are looks like the judges went with Jeremiah. So Jeremiah is moving on to top 16. So that is the first battle of our top 16. So the next battle is going to be Chris Rogers versus Shane Williams. See the cars getting on the line there. Shane's driving a Camaro and Chris is driving an FC. Alright, here's the second part of this battle. This is the second battle of the top 16. See, the drivers had a good initiation there. They got an outer zone, one a little late. Doing a good job, nice fluid run, hitting all the zones in the front clips. Not quite deep into the zones, but good job nonetheless.
An outer zone, one a little late.
This is the first part of this replay, but
doing a good job, nice fluid run, hitting all the zones in the front clips. Not quite deep into the zones, but good job nonetheless.
judges are having a really difficult time making a decision on this. They've had some really close battles, and they're really having to pick these battles apart. And really, it comes down to like every little mistake that the drivers are making, lead and chase. So the judges decided one more time on that. So we're going to see this battle again. It's going to be Chris Rogers in that RX-7 versus Shane Williams in the Camaro. They go. Chris had a nice line in that first zone. Nice across the front clip. Gets steep in outer zone 2. Fails it completely. Shane's doing a very good job mimicking him. Chris went a little wide there on the front clip. Missed it completely. Good job by Shane. Kept proximity throughout the entire run. He didn't follow him past that front clip, but that's okay. That's on him. He decided to back off a little bit there, give him room to get back on course. Looks like Shane's driving with not much angle there, so his car is surging quite a bit between the transitions. Getting to the zones, but see if we can get this replay to work at all.
Looks like Shane's driving with not much angle there, so his car is surging quite a bit.
So the judges are discussing the two runs here, and they said that Shane Williams is moving on. So Shane Williams is going to get the win there. So now we have Walter Scruggs versus Eric Schlambach. So the drivers are getting lined up here. Walter's in that 180 SX and Eric's in that Ford Transit. See at the start light, and they're off. Walter had a little bit of a bobble there. Other than that, his run's pretty good. He's into all the outer zones. Hit the front clips nicely. See the replay here on the screen.
Walter had a little bit of bobble there.
Eric's doing a very good job at mimicking and following the same line.
Pretty good. He's into all the outer zones.
Oops. The replay ended a little early there. So here they are off the line. Eric's filled that outer zone, or that outer zone very well. 1 and 2, and he hit that front clip very, very nicely. Has a very good line through this whole layout. He's really wheeling that Ford Transit. That's a very good run.
There's filled that outer zone, or that outer zone very well. 1 and 2, and he hit that front clip very, very nicely.
See the
very good line through this whole layout.
nice part of this replay here.
Really wheeling that Ford Transit.
A really good run. Judges are reviewing some footage over here, and then see what decision they make. this top 16's it's really a lot of good battles. So it's moving along slowly because we're getting all these one more times because it's very difficult for the judges to make a decision one way or the other. Alright, looks like that's going to be another one more time. So judges are awarding a one more time on that, so we're going to see that battle for a third time. I'm sorry, that was only one more time for that. So this is going to be the second battle against each other. It's the third battle of the top 16. The third battle of the top 16. Got the replay going here, so you guys can get a second look at this battle. After this replay is over, then we will send them for the second part of their battle. Definitely not an easy decision by the judges. As you can see, replay, we missed a little bit of that at the beginning, but nothing drastic happened at the beginning there. But we do have trackside video for the judges to review. So judges decided Eric Schlembach is going to move on. So Eric Schlembach got the win. he was driving that Ford Transit. So the next battle is going to be Corey Pratt versus Ivan Montero. Judges decided that Corey Pratt is going to move on, so Corey Pratt is going to see the grade 8. So next up we got Jerry Bowling versus Brock Leach. So Jerry Bowling will be leading in his BRZ. Okay, he doesn't have a BRZ. It looks like he has a Lexus. I'm not sure what model that is. And then we have Brock with his Toyota Soarer. Sometimes that driver info doesn't get updated, like I mentioned earlier, so if the car information is wrong, it's just because they switched bodies and it wasn't updated.
Sometimes that driver info doesn't get updated, like I mentioned earlier, so if the car information is wrong, it's just because they switched bodies and it wasn't updated. Sometimes that
Nice initiation of that first outer zone. Brock fills outer zone 1 all the way. Oh, looks like his front end clipped the inside of that wall there and caused him to spin. This should be an easy decision for the judges, just based on what you could see in that run there. So, looks like one judge already decided Jerry Bowling. So, yeah, I think it's unanimous. Jerry Bowling is going to move on into grade 8. So this next battle we have Alex Michael in that RX-7 versus Chris Gross in his S14. Guys down here at Hobbytown did a really good job getting this layout done. Did a full layout change Tuesday, and Jay spent quite a bit of time getting everything perfected, and all the corners radius right.
You guys down here at Hobbytown did a really good job getting this layout done. Did a full layout change Tuesday, and Jay spent quite a bit of time getting everything perfected.
Battle. Chris filled all of ours on 1. Did a decent job on ours on 2. He hit that front clip really nicely. Good on 3. Hit that front clip pretty nice. And looks like he's going to fill all that last outer zone.
Chris filled all of ours on 1. Did a decent job on ours on 2. He hit that front clip really nicely. Good on 3. Hit that front.
For anybody watching at home, I did turn audio off a few times. I am monitoring it here, so I am aware when it's there, when it's not. So if audio goes away, then it's probably just me turning it off. At the beginning of the stream, I had just an overhead with no audio, just because there was a lot of yelling going on, just trying to get everything organized. We did ask that other people keep the noise to a minimum, because it is very boomy in here if there's a lot of people talking, and it'll be very loud and probably annoying on the live stream. So we try to keep the talking to a minimum. I have the microphones turned down by the track here, so that you're not getting a lot of the chatter. It's mostly just car noise, and unfortunately you have to listen to me talking. Judges are over there trying to make a decision on who they think had the better of the 2 runs. See the next drivers here up on the line waiting. That's going to be Matt Jr. and Jeff Center. sorry about all the dead air. I'm not very good at talking, so I don't have a lot of content to fill you guys in on. I think these events are doing great this season. We have been putting a good amount of effort into them as far as the planning goes, the live stream. It's a lot of work that goes on just to put these things together, and Brock and Jay are putting a lot of effort into making sure everything's running smoothly and make sure that it's fair for everybody. So it does look like they decided that Chris is going to move on. So Christopher Gross he got the win on this one. It's unanimous there, you can see. So the next drivers we have are going to be Matt Jr. and Jeff Zenner. So you got Matt Jr. in that Evo 10, and then Jeff Center is in a Camaro waiting for him to get up to the line. Not really sure where he is at the moment. Drivers are off the line. Initiated before that last line there. Oh man, Center got stuck on the wall here. Looks like that's going to be an incomplete on his run. Matt Jr. just needs to finish up his run here, and he'll have a good advantage on this first part of the battle. All he has to do is get across the line here, and he's got a pretty good advantage moving on to the second part of the battle.
Looks like that's going to be an incomplete on his run. Matt Jr. just needs to finish up his run here, and he'll have a good advantage on this first part of the battle. All he has to do is get across the line here.
Alright, get them going on this second part of the battle. It's going to be a tough one for the judges to make a call on. It's really hard to come back from a zero. But that's up for the judges to interpret the runs and decide who they think had the better of the two runs there. Junior was pretty inside on a lot of the turns, I think, maybe because he had a slower vehicle and he's having a hard time keeping up.
It's really hard to come back from a zero.
Judges are going to have to look at all these different things on the runs.
Matt Jr. moves on.
So in that last run, I forgot to turn my audio back on, but Max Hatko got the win on that one. The judges are getting the drivers lined up, and we're going to jump into the grade 8 here in a couple of minutes. The battle before that, Matt Jr. got the win because Jeff unfortunately hit the wall and zeroed himself out on his run. So that was, he basically took himself out of the equation. It's really hard to come back from zero like that. Alright, we're going to be moving on to the grade 8 here. So we got Rays versus Williams. So Jeremiah Rays versus Shane Williams here in the first battle. Rays is in that JZX 100. Well, he's not in it, he's driving it. Williams is driving the Camaro.
Drivers ready.
So this is the first battle of grade 8. It's underway. Nice initiation by Rays. Bouncing off the wall there. Looks like he hit a little too hard and it threw him off. So he zeroed himself out. That was independent. Nothing that Williams did affected his run, so that is going to be advantage to Williams moving on to the second part of the battle.
They're going to run the second part of that battle? They're going to run the second part of that battle? Okay, never mind.
Looks like Williams doing a nice job getting out of zone 1. All he pretty much has to do is complete this run, and basically it'll be a win on his part because Ray's unfortunately got into the wall and it really threw him off. So nice run by Ray's there. Really showed up, and unfortunately
Williams doing a nice job getting out of zone one. All he pretty much has to do is complete this run, and
it is
basically it'll be a win on his part.
it is unanimous, and the
Ray's
judges did
unfortunately
decide
got
that
into the
Shane
wall.
is going to move on from the battle. So. So the next battle here we have Eric Schlembach versus Corey Pratt. Schlembach with a nice initiation there. Pratt and chase. Eric's doing a very good job with that transit. He's putting it in all the right places. Eric's keeping decent proximity. He's got a lot of wavering though, so that's going to weigh against him a little bit. So he's
Schlembach with a nice initiation there. Pratt and chase. Eric's doing a very good job with that transit. He's putting it in all the right places. Eric's keeping decent proximity. He's got a lot of...
Alright. Nice initiation by Pratt there. Schlembach's doing a very good job of mimicking and keeping really good proximity. He's really fighting for this win. You see the judges aside. Eric really threw down on that run. So judges did decide that Eric is going to win.
And keeping
So
really
Eric
good
Schlembach is
proximity.
going to move on.
He's really fighting for this win.
Top four. So the next battle is going to be Jerry Bowling versus Chris Gross. So Chris is getting to the line there. Okay.
What's that? We're not the two that are lined up. Max.
Looks like we had a little mix-up on the bracket there. So now we have Jerry Bowling and Chris Gross up to the line. So Bowling a little shallow there. He missed outer zone one a little bit. Chris is keeping a pretty good proximity, going a little bit shallower, but proximity is pretty ideal. Bowling's having a little bit of trouble navigating the layout. So I'm going to watch this run a little bit again.
So Bowling,
See, he
a little
missed
shallow
outer
there,
zone
missed
one,
outer
but
zone one a little
get
bit.
on front clip.
Chris is keeping pretty good proximity, going a little bit shallower, but proximity is pretty ideal.
So watch the second part of the battle here. Chris is really pulling on Jerry here. Jerry having a hard time there. It looks like he almost spawned through a ton of angle across that front clip. Chris's car is just really, really fast and dialed in. It's going to be hard to keep up with him.
Chris really pulling on.
So I'm going to say the judges are probably going to go with Chris Gross on that one just because
Jerry had a hard time there. It looks like he almost spawned through a ton of angle across that front clip. Chris's car is just really, really fast and dialed in. It's going to be hard to keep up with him.
So Chris got the win on that one. So Chris is moving into the top 4. So we're moving on to the last battle of this, the grade 8 here. So you got Matt Jr. and Max Hitco. So you see Junior entered pretty decent. Getting to that first outer zone. Getting bullied a little bit here by Max. Didn't quite get to that front clip because he got hit. Outer zone 2 was really decent. Oh no, 2 different spins independent of each other. So the judges just pretty much have to throw out that that run. Hard to make a decision based on that, but that was basically 0-0 and it was independent, so they both would end up receiving a 0 on that run. So there we go, Max is entering nice and wide to get himself set up for that first outer zone. It's a little bit off that front clip. It looks like Matt Jr. tapped the wall there with the front end and ended up zeroing himself out. Max pretty much just needs to finish out this layout and say he probably got the win on this one.
Max is entering nice and wide to get himself set up for that first outer zone. It's a little bit off that front clip. It looks like Matt Jr. tapped the wall there with the front end and ended up zeroing himself out.
So judges decided that Max Hatko is going to move on. He's moving on to the top 4. So the next battle is going to be Williams versus Schlembach. Alright, the judges had a review some video there, but Eric Sunbach is going to move on to the final. So now we have Chris Gross versus Hatco. So Chris Gross versus Max Hatco for the second battle of the top four. You can see Chris there walking away, grabbing his remote. Chris is leading, and
That's wrong. It's Chris. I don't know why it showed up wrong on the screen, but this
Chris
is
needs to lead. Chris is Max leading.
no. Chris is leading.
Chris is leading. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
not sure why, but the information there on the screen showed up wrong. So yeah, Chris Gross versus Hatco here. So Max is chasing, Chris is leading. So Chris did a really good job filling the outer zone. 1, fills outer zone 2 pretty decent. Max is doing a good job mimicking angle. He's falling back a little bit here and there on his chase. Looks like he hit Chris a little bit, pushed him offline. Just gonna watch a replay here.
Chris Gross versus Hatco
Probably gonna
here.
miss
So
a part
Max
of it.
is chasing, Chris is leading. So Chris did a really good job filling outer zone. 1,
really
fills outer zone 2 pretty decent.
driving
Max
fast
is doing a good job mimicking angle. He's falling back a little bit here and there on his chase.
Okay. Missed that last zone, but got most of the run on the replay there. Still getting the kinks worked out of this streaming stuff. Chris is a freaking robot, man. He's having no trouble mimicking the line, angle, and style of this other driver.
Streaming stuff.
It's not going to be an easy decision by the judges. It does look like Chris had a little bit better proximity throughout, and he didn't really let that gap form at
Chris is
all.
a
He was
freaking
right
robot,
on
man.
Maxwell the entire
He's
run.
having no trouble mimicking the line, angle.
So Chris Gross is moving on. So we're going to do a third and fourth place battle. It's going to be Williams versus Hatco.
Okay. All right. Shane and Max are going to battle for third and fourth. Shane is lead, right?
So we got a third and fourth place battle here. These were the losers of the top four, but they are not losers because they are battling it out for third and fourth place. Did pretty well throughout competition, so this should be a really, really good battle here. So Shane in that Camaro, and Maxwell is chasing him. Oh, that is going to be a big one there. That's a big upset. Shane just needs to complete this layout, and he will have advantage moving on to the second part of this battle.
Just chasing him. Oh, that is going to be a big one there. That's a big upset. Shane just needs to complete this layout, and he will have advantage moving on to the second part of this battle.
so Shane knows that he, he's strong. He's got the advantage here moving on to this battle, so he doesn't really need to keep proximity too close, but he can't fall back too much, otherwise it'll be an active chase. But he's keeping a good distance, so I feel like the judges are going to give the win to him on that, just based on the spin by Hadco. So it's unanimous. Shane Williams did get the win there. So now we are moving on to our final battle, which is going to be Eric Schlenbach in that Ford Transit versus Chris Gross in his S14. This should be a really good battle because Eric's been putting that Transit exactly where it needs to be. He's been keeping really good proximity on all of his chases. So this should be a very, very good battle. I won't be surprised if it goes one more time. Eric. Eric has a nice initiation there. He fills a bunch of outer zone 1. Doesn't quite go super deep, but he's right on the line there. He's filling his duties as the lead driver. Chris is right on him though, and just putting that Transit in all the right spots, man. He can really drive that thing. That was a really good run. I will be happy to watch.
Eric has a nice initiation there. He fills a bunch of outer zone 1. Doesn't quite go super deep, but he's right on the line there. He's filling his duties as the lead driver. Chris is right on him though, and just putting that Transit in all the right spots, man. He can really drive that.
Here we go, the second part of this battle. Nice initiation by Chris. Looks like he's really, that thing is really fast. It's really hard for Eric to keep up. He's not able to mimic the same line as him, as Chris, because Chris's car was just pulling on him. That was a really big correction by Chris though. So Eric had a very, very solid lead run. Judges are going to need a minute to make a decision here. They're reviewing footage of that last run.
Good run, guys. Eric takes it.
So judges actually decided to go with Eric Schlumberg because Chris Gross had 2 tires off in one section of the layout. So want to thank you for tuning in. Jay's going to come over and say his thank yous.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Hobbytown, A-Main, Rockbait Racing, and DES for the awesome prizes that they provided throughout the event. Hope to see you guys at the next one.
Thank you for tuning in. I am gonna turn audio off here for a minute. People are gonna start driving, so we're just gonna let them do some party laps, and you guys will have that to watch also. So here's the final bracket. So you can see Eric Schlumberg got first, Chris Gross second, Shane Williams got third, and Maxwell Hatko got 4th place. So it was a good time. A lot of really good driving by all these drivers here. Some really close battles, a lot of tough calls for the judges. Thank you for tuning in and watching round 3 of the Endless Summer Series at Hobbytown. We will be doing more of the streaming in the future, so just subscribe to the YouTube channel so you guys get the notifications, and also join the Facebook group so you can be up to date on when events are coming up. Brock will announce a bunch of that information, so if you want more info on it, reach out to him or join the Lunar Drift Facebook page, and they post regularly there, and they also post on the Hobbytown. So thank you again for joining us.